Dear students, in this lecture we discuss conditional probability and theorems based on it. These are some important points which we have seen in previous lectures, that are priori definition of probability is given by mathematician Laplace. A geometric definition of probability is given by Russian mathematician A. N. Kolmogorov. The value of probability always lies between 0 and 1, both inclusive, that is in the closed interval 0, 1, that is 0 less than or equal to probability less than or equal to 1. The probability of an impossible event is always 0, that is probability of pi equal to 0. Probability of sure event is always 1, that is probability of omega equal to 1. Probability of a complement of an event A is given by probability of A complement is equal to 1 minus probability of A. In addition law of probability, probability that at least one of the events A and B will happen is given by probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. If the sample space omega contains n elements, then its power set script p omega will contain 2 raised to n elements. Define conditional probability. If A and B are two events, then conditional probability of A given that B has already occurred is denoted by probability of A given B and is defined as probability of A given B equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B, provided probability of B is not equal to 0. Similarly, the conditional probability of B given that A has occurred denoted by probability of B given A and is defined as probability of B given A is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A, provided probability of A is not equal to 0. Now let us see some corollaries, that theorems based on conditional probability. First theorem is probability of A given A is equal to 1, probability of A given B, A complement is 0, and probability of A complement given A is equal to 0. For the consider probability of A given A, by the definition of conditional probability, it is going to be probability of A intersection A divided by probability of A. Now, as A intersection A is A itself, so therefore this becomes probability of A divided by probability of A, that is equal to 1. That means probability of A given B, probability of A given A is equal to 1. Now consider probability of A given A complement. Again, by definition of conditional probability, it is probability of A intersection A complement divided by probability of A complement. Now, as A intersection A complement is empty set phi, its probability is 0. Therefore, this becomes 0 divided by probability of A complement and 0 divided by something that is equal to 0. So, therefore, probability of A given A complement is equal to 0. Similarly, we can prove probability of A complement given A is also equal to 0. Next theorem is, if A and B are exclusive events, then these three equations holds. So for the proof, let us see, let A and B are exclusive events, then A intersection B is empty set phi, therefore its probability is 0. So that means if A and B are exclusive, probability of A intersection B is 0, and by considering this probability equal to 0, so we can prove that probability of A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B by the definition of conditional probability, and which is equal to, as this A intersection B is empty set phi, its probability is 0, therefore final simplification is 0, therefore probability of A given B is 0. Similarly, probability of B given A is also equal to 0. And we consider here probability of A given B complement equal to Again, by the definition of conditional probability, it is probability of A intersection B complement divided by 1 minus probability of B. That is probability of B complement. Now, as probability that exactly A will happen is given by probability of A intersection B complement is equal to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B, that divided by 1 minus probability of B. Now, as this one is an empty set phi, its probability 0, therefore it reduces to this term reduces to probability of A divided by 1 minus probability of B. Theorem number 3, if A is subset of B, then probability of A given B is equal to probability of A divided by probability of B, and probability of B given A is equal to 1. So for the proof, let us consider let A is subset of B, then A intersection B is A itself, and we substitute this A intersection B is equal to A in the following equations. So consider probability of A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B by the definition of conditional probability, which is equal to, as this intersection is A, probability of A divided by probability of B, and probability of B given A is also equal to by the conditional probability of A given B divided by probability of A, and as A intersection B is A itself, so it is probability of A divided by probability of A equal to 1. Next theorem is, if probability of A given B is greater than or equal to probability of A, then automatically probability of B given A is also greater than or equal to probability of B. Also, probability of A given B is, if probability of A given B is less than or equal to probability of A, then probability of B given A is also less than or equal to probability of B. Now, to prove this two inequalities, let us consider the ratio of probability of A given B divided by probability of B given A. By the definition of conditional probability, this one is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B divided by probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A, and simplification of these two becomes probability of A divided by probability of B, and again rearranging this ratio, so we have probability of A given B divided by probability of A equal to probability of B given A divided by probability of B. Now, if the left hand side is greater than or equal to 1, then right hand side is also greater than or equal to 1. If this ratio is greater than or equal to 1, this means this probability of A intersection A given B should be greater than or equal to probability of A, and here it becomes probability of B given A is also greater than or equal to probability of B. Similarly, if this ratio is less than or equal to 1, then this ratio is also less than or equal to 1. Now, this ratio is less than or equal to 1 means probability of A given B should be less than or equal to probability of A, and this ratio is less than or equal to 1 means probability of B given A should be less than or equal to probability of B. Hence the proof. Next theorem is probability of A given B plus probability of A complement given B, that is equal to. Now, consider by the definition of conditional probability, probability of A given B plus probability of A complement given B, so that is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B plus probability of A complement intersection B divided by probability of B. Now, so which can be arranged as probability of A intersection B plus probability of A complement intersection B divided by probability of B. Again, as A intersection B and A complement intersection B are exclusive events, so and using axiom number 3, so sum of probabilities we can write it as probability of union. So probability of A intersection B union probability of A complement intersection B. So which is equal to probability of A union A complement intersection B because of reverse distributive law, and as A union A complement is equal to the sample space omega, it becomes probability of omega intersection B, and omega intersection B is B itself. So therefore it becomes probability of B divided by probability of B, which is equal to 1. And therefore we have probability of A given B plus probability of A complement given B equal to 1. So from this equation we can deduce that probability of A complement given B equal to 1 minus this factor, that is 1 minus probability of A given B. For two events A and B, first bit is probability of A given B complement is equal to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B divided by 1 minus probability of B. Second bit, probability of A given B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B divided by probability of B. Now for the proof, let us consider the left hand side here, probability of A given B complement. So by the definition of conditional probability, this is equal to probability of A intersection B complement divided by probability of B complement. So which is equal to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B divided by 1 minus probability of B. So which we have this equation. For this one, let us consider probability of A given B equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. And again by addition law of probability, so as probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So we can write it as probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B. Therefore, probability of A given B becomes equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B divided by probability of B. Now let us see the last and the important theorem based on conditional probability, which is known as multiplication theorem on probability. The statement is for two events A and B, the probability that both will happen is given by probability of A intersection B equal to probability of A into probability of B given A, or that is equal to probability of B into probability of A given B. Now for the proof, let us suppose that the sample space omega has n points, the event A has m1 points, event B has m2 points, and A intersection B has m12 points. Then by the definition of probability, so we have probability of A is m1 divided by n, probability of B is m2 divided by n, probability of A intersection B is equal to m12 divided by n, and probability of A given B is equal to m12 divided by m2, and probability of B given A is equal to m12 divided by m1. Now consider probability of A intersection B, that is equal to m12 divided by n. Now let us divide by m1 and multiply by m1. So therefore it becomes equal to m12 divided by m1 into m1 divided by n. So which is equal to m12 divided by m1 is this probability of B given A into m1 divided by n is probability of A. Therefore, we have the equation probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B given A. Similarly, we can prove that probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of B into probability of A given B. So this proves the theorem, multiplication theorem, probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B given A. Now let us see one corollary based on this one. If A and B are independent events, then probability of A intersection B is equal to product of their individual probabilities. So that is probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. So this equation is very important to solve some numerical examples based on multiplication law as well as addition law of probability. So in next lecture, we shall see some numerical examples based on conditional probability as well as theorems based on it. Thank you. Thank you very much.